to the part 2 of how to deal with heartbreak. It's a continuation, guys. So because simu yangu ikipigwa alafu because I don't speak, of course, ikipigwa alafu alafu ikatike, video ina pause alafu inajisave. So I had to continue like recreating another one. So mimi nimesema one way, accept it's over. Make effort to accept that relationship, it's over. And by the way, it's not okay. You see, we are talking about generally love. It's not about utter relationship, utter marriage. By the way, am I going too far? Nataka kuongelea marriage na mimi siko married. But generally, heartbreak siko kila mahali. But I don't advocate. You see, the way I do, the realness, but the fact is that people break up in marriage. But manze, I don't feel, me si feeling poa eti wase waki break up kwa marriage, manze. Do you know, I believe you can have as many relationships as possible. You can break as many as possible, but at least make sure for the marriage you make the right kabisa decision. Kuliko you date once and marry once. Unaweza pata msee tu kidogo, like kuna wale wa kuanga lucky, alafu kuna nyukua na desperation na wanakuwa ina hurry, so you just want someone to marry. Hata una time ya kutake ujue who is this, like who is this person and all that. But let's leave it at that point. So one is accepting, is so far whatever we have discussed in the first video. One is accepting, and the second one is erase the memories. Allowing yourself go through the pain. The second one. Now the third one. I advocate so much. Cut contacts. At any given point, like don't talk to those people. See, we broke up. Mimi, by the way, I don't see a point as well. You should continue keeping in touch. Why? We broke up. You said we broke up, and we did. So where are we still in touch? So, usitake kuongelesha huyo mse. But this is for both men. The fact that I'm a lady and I'm speaking about it, I don't mean I'm addressing ladies. It's for both. If those people left you, you have no business contacting them. Stop stalking them. Kwanza wasichana. Don't stalk a man who has already left you. Because stalking means update WhatsApp, you want to check, go scroll your phone and confirm whether they viewed your status. Come on. Please try. It's hard, but please let us try. You tunaweza try. Ama unaanza by the way, guys, what's your take on? Actually, there is something I hate. Kama kuona msee amekosana na msee. Umekosana na mtu wako, it was your relationship, we didn't know. You are not even a social media person. And then all of a sudden umejaza, I'm coming to view your status as normal because maybe you are a friend or something. I'm your viewer, as per se. I'm coming to view your status and all I can find there is bullshit of you addressing, kwanza especially a man, when it comes to kwanza a man. But I know mtarusha mawe, lakini nikisema a man, because one thing I believe, and I think it's lacking in our generation, that's why relationships are not working. Men are not accepting to take the lead and take up the full responsibility of being a man. Because I don't see a sense of you claiming the respect of a man into not performing as one. What do I mean? If a woman comes to, I've never seen a girl insulting his ex kwa status, but I've seen men. So that's why you to unibos any sana. I hate it passionately. Because one, if I see a lady doing that, we will all understand women are controlled by emotions. But now for a man, you are sober, man. Come on. You are, as a man, take the lead. Don't come and post eti hapa. Kwanza unapata huyo mtu aje post hiyo dem yake like kukuwa proud, this is my girlfriend. Hivyo vile like wase upost hiyo kupostiana. impost, alafu wakosana, you are coming here to address. You address her in your status. Kwa nini sisi? Kwanza una address na mimi simjui. Sasa hata kuna kitu na feel hapo. Mimi sioni kusaidia because I don't know that girl. I don't know your girlfriend or your ex, but you are addressing her in the inasaidia aje viewers wako. See, you go talk, solve your issues out. Ama you are all grown ups. So if I see a man doing such a thing, mimi, it doesn't sit well with me, by the way, guys. I don't know how about you. Now I engage kwa hii conversation mpaka muongee. Hapa lazima muongee. Now I engage. Sasa nataka pia hiyo mniambie. Do you feel it's good for a man to insult, hata si kuaddress because I've seen them, to insult his ex, ama tu mse wamekosana na demu yake hivyo on his statuses? Do you think it's like, does it sit well with you guys? For me, manze, I hate passionately. Mimi nachukia manze. Unakujaje kwa dress dem kwa status? Si umkute tu umshow ama muongee inbox huko kwenu bila sisi, because you're trying to show us how bad ama like whatever the girl he is, but sisi hatumjui. You are the one who was with her. So mimi nadhani like that's another thing. Ama hiyo ni healing process ya mse, but I don't think how. Kama ni healing process yako ni kuinsult mtu, mimi sikatai, by the way. I don't advocate for that. It's not good, yes, but now it's your healing process. But now kama healing process yako ni kuinsult mse, then don't do it kwa status. Mkute umshow. Huwezi niambia healing process yako ni kuinsult mse kwa status. After all, yeye unataka kuinsult juu sisi hatumjui. Hata tukiona umemuinsult, do you know, by the way, insulting her can be a great favor. Unaweza kuwa tu umemfungulia mlango kubwa. Like, see, I've seen social media, mtu anaamka anaanza kudhalilisha demu yake ama bibi yake hivyo after wameachana and all that, ama jamaa yake anaanza kudhalilisha jamaa yake hivyo, and then all of a sudden milango za hiyo msee zinafunguka, anapata mafans wanampenda because of what like huyo mtu amemgosha through. Manze, inaweza kuwa the funny thing with that thing is that inaweza kuwa wewe ndio umekosewa, but the moment you wake up na unakuja kumuinsult kwa social media, inakuharibia. Inaweza wewe ndio ulikuwa unaumia, but now sisi kama mafans we will assume huyu ndo amekosewa kulingana vile anatukanangwa hivyo daily basis. But that's what people assume. Ukiona anamtukana hivi, alikuwa anamtukana aje? Ni kama ukasirike tu, uwekelee like mkue live na mtu, ukasirike umweke kofi. We will definitely assume that's what you do every day in that house. Na maybe hujawai in your entire life. So you see how much it can cost you. Na inaweza kucost because if people gang against you, kwanza jenzi wakiamua kukusalimia unaona hauko pazuri, kwa pabaya, ni mbaya sana. So that's why I'm trying to tell us to like we find a better way of solving things. Yeah. So tumesema please don't stalk people. Stop checking. Why are you even checking whether they updated, they viewed your status and you don't even have their number? We said delete their numbers first step. Delete their numbers. So why are you even checking and you deleted? Don't try to talk to them. If people already said, okay, Mimi as a lady, maybe as a man you can do that. You know you are the man. But though, squeeze tunasema kila mtu. But Mimi, for me, like speaking for myself, if someone tells me we break up, a man, imagine there is no point I'll go back and try talking to him again. No, sasa hiyo itaanza kuka. Unajua nimeona watu kwa social media akisema vile mabibi wao ndio waliwakatia. So unaona, uanze kuambiwa hapo hii relationship hata sikuwa naitaka at some point. Sisi tuko, I guess girl code manze, like sisi the feminine energy will not allow that. If someone tells you to break up, ni hivyo tuna break up, bro. So but a man you can always go back and speak. Hata kama ni demo amekuambia muachane, you can always go back and speak. Do you know why? Maybe kuna mtu, some people will think like ni kama naonea the male gender. By the way, let me tell you, if there is a gender like I love and I highly respect, ama like aje sasa kuwatetea, yes, kuwatetea, it's men. because I think men get lesser opportunity to be appreciated. Tunaonanga tu wako na makosa. But now here in this scenario, the reason is why I keep on saying men should, ladies should not. Do you know why? Because a man is the leader. Like, you have to feel as the leader. So you must take the lead. You know, you must take the lead as a man. That's what I'm trying to mean. That's why I'm saying as a man, you can always go back and try to negotiate, because you're the man, you're the leader. You take the full responsibility. Whether it's a relationship or marriage, you are the man there. After all, how you carry yourself in the dating stage determines how you're going to carry yourself in the marriage, which is a lifetime commitment. So, we're saying we are not trying to stalk people after tumeachana na. Let it be like that. Wacha ikae. Wacha ikae. But as a lady, if you feel maybe things will get better, maybe unaweza kuwa wewe ndio ulikuwa umekosa by the end ndo muachane. Like maybe unajua it becomes hard. Sijui kama kuna mtu anamkanga tu from nowhere. Kigiza kanaingia huko. That's why mnaona kamera yangu inaleta shida. But I'm sorry guys, you'll bear with me. Tutanunua tu simu. God will do something. So, nilikuwa nasema nini? Where was I? At what point was I? Like, you see, when you are talking to these people, it means you are attached. So, and you cannot heal when you are still attached to those people. You cannot heal when you are still attached. So, all I'm trying to say is detachment. We will come back, but after this video, the next video will be about detachment. Because if there is something hard to do, it's detachment. To detach yourself from those guys, like, it's hard. So the next thing we'll talk, it might be that, I don't know, it might. But we will once talk about it here in this, like in this channel. Another way that I think it's better, like, usha accept, usha go through the pain, uka stop kabisa your contacting and all that, stalking and all that. You need, now you cannot cry forever, by the way, because you need to find love again. At any given point, inaweza kuwa ni first love, but now inaweza kuwa ni yule mtu ulikuwa umehope mtawana. But now, you don't have to stay in that zone forever. Because maybe you are crying over... Sometimes you find yourself, you are crying over someone who moved on long time ago. Na akasahau kama mlikuwa na yeye, na wewe tu uko unalia. So another thing you need to do is to find yourself again. Find your identity. You see, when you fall in love, mwenye alisema ukisha fall in love, akili unaachanga hapo, alafu unaingia kwa mapenzi. Like, akili unaacha kando, unaingia kwa mapenzi. Kinda true. So sit down and try to see at what point did I leave my values. Kuna vitu uli drop. Like, utapata tu, kuna some of your characters that you dropped. Ama some of your serious things in life that you dropped. And that is, like, unaweza kuwa, kuna career yako ulikuwa unapursue. Because we have those people, we have those guys that mkishikana, you had a certain career, anasema no, anakuredirect, like anakupeleka kwa another career. And like, ama wewe unakuwa tu uko tu, but career yako you stop pursuing your career. Kwanza, that's a red flag. Because not unless it's not a immoral career, why should you come and tell me to drop my career? Why? Like, okay, tell me at what conditions will you drop your career, guys? Because for me, labda ikuwe ni kitu kama inahusiana na club, labda wewe ni mtu wa club. Ingine gani? Okay, well, you know, name it, the illegal ones, zenye si. But I'm just come on, I'm a journalist. You come and tell me to drop that career. But then sometimes, do you know, guys, it's not even about the money that I'm earning. Hata unaweza niambia drop that career, I'll pay you this certain amount. For example, if I'm a content creator and someone comes and tells me for you to for me to marry you, you must drop out this. I know. One thing I believe, if you are the right person for me, then you must support whatever I do. Because before coming even to me, you knew I'm a content creator. So if you don't like content creators, that should have pushed you away. Right? Yeah. So I don't believe ours wanaambianga drop when mwalimu drop teaching ama drop medicine hivyo. It's not like kama ni kitu illegal, like kitu haina moral, I mean kitu haina morals, it's okay. So sit down and try to think of yourself again. At what point do you feel you lost yourself? Because sometimes we just leave relationships, and to sit down and think and you find yourself again. You realize you lost yourself a way time ago, but you didn't realize. At some point you lost yourself. You started living him, not you. Living him namaanisha kuishi yeye. Like living, impressing him, pleasing him is your Lord now. Everything. And hata sometimes it's just a relationship. It's not even marriage. Ni hapa muna date. But you have dropped a lot of things. Maybe you are a minister. Like you are a minister. Maybe you are a worshipper. Maybe you are an intercessor. Maybe you are a preacher. Maybe you are name those, whatever. It was a ministry. But you come and get this guy, and your ministry start decreasing. Like, instead of going higher, because now at least you have got someone who you can join hands, you realize like ministry yako ishaanza kuenda chini kama wewe ni mtu wa ministry. You realize this person amefanya ministry yangu ikaenda. Like you start, before I met this person, manze nilikuwa deep spiritually, nilikuwa fiti ajabu. Manze I used to sing very well. I used to pray so much. Una realize, okay, yeah. That's why now you start finding your new relationship with God. You find that you lost your relationship with God immediately you started dating these people. That's another red. That's a sign that is not your right person. If that person doesn't match your energy, kuna vitu you compromise, but you compromise vitu kama like like vitu lately, vitu kama nini, mimi sinanga patience. Mtu kukaa na ina need patience kama mimi. Hiyo naongea based on true story. Si example hiyo. Sinanga patience, I need to learn patience to live with this person. Unaona, hiyo una compromise. Unaanga, but for the sake of that person you learn. Kuna vitu uta drop. Characters zingine uta drop. Maybe I like having male friends. Yeye hataki. Kama hiyo naambia hiyo ni based. Ukisikia nimesema is based on true story. Maybe for me, by the way, since I was growing up, mimi ni mtu wa marafiki, mavijana. And if my guy doesn't like that, hiyo nita drop. Yes, I've been with that character from kitambo I've grown with it. Hiyo ni kitu yezi nifanyia ati niko sense, ati juu sasa I can't drop hiyo. I'll set boundaries. Maybe sinanga mimi ni mse tuta vibe. Asikia tunaitana babes, sijui nini na ni my friends, like nothing, no strings attached and all that, ni marafiki. But now niko na mtu, of course I need to learn how to respect that. I need to respect my relationship. I need to keep other men afar, like hata kama ni mabeshte lazima kuwe na boundaries. You see, that one you learn. Kuna vitu you compromise. Umezoea kufanya but you compromise. But sasa kuna vitu serious. Like your relationship with God should not be interfered with. If that person interferes with your relationship with God, mimi I believe they should help me grow. Na si kuja kunidiminish. So, yeah. Start, like, which hobbies? Maybe there is things, like, maybe, for example, I love traveling. I get someone mwenye. Aimbambi. Na get. We compromise. Na baki na hobbies zingine na acha kama traveling. Iyo. Tukiachana, I realize that by everything that you do, every hobby that you do, you realize it has a special space. Traveling inaweza kuwa ndo inakuleteanga relaxation, ndo inakuleteanga rest. If you travel unasikia fit, like una relax. Unaona? So you realize I dropped this hobby, but ilikuwa inanisaidia ni kama therapy kwangu. You see, vitu kama hizo. You go back to who you are now. You see, I am Valerian right now. If I get sataja jina ya mtu, msianze kusema tunajua shemeji. Sataja jina yoyote ya mtu. Valerian and I get X, like someone X, CX, huyo mnaona X, acha nitumie tu acha nitumie Y. X mnaweza find Y, someone Y na mimi ni Valerian, and tunakuwa, we have a thing, like we are together, sasa we are in love. I'll not be just Valerian. Lazima pia ni kuwa compatible na wewe. Lazima tuko compatible, na lazima sisi wote tukamtwa. Kuna vitu tu lazima you have to drop, because you can't be perfect. Zile characters zangu si zake. He was brought up in a different environment, same year. So we need to come at the center of all and make decision. So kuna vitu nitadrop, nitaacha kuwa Valerian sasa. Nitakuwa Valerian Y. Na yeye Y Valerian. So after I break up, I realized now I need to go back to the Valerian that I was. Hiyo tu ilikuwa inanibamba, ilikuwa inanisaidia. You see? Yeah. And then lessons zingine. Bado, I think after breakup there is a lot to learn. Do you know, after breakup ndio unakaa unaanza kuhesabu red flag. Una realize since you started dating, from the first day you started dating, uliona red flag. But zilikuwa zinakaa pink. Hazikuwa red. They were not red flags. Zilikuwa zinakukalia pink. So zinakubamba. You see, pink is girlish thing, Ama zilikuwa zinakukalia blue for our brothers. You realize you saw a lot. Yani you start connecting. Unaanza ku-review how the relationship was, and you realize, oh my God, this relationship has lasted for 2 years. But honestly, they should have ended in 2 months. Mazee hakuna kitu huitika hiyo. Hakuna kitu huitika hiyo. You realize wewe tu ndio umefanya ikakaa 2 years. But the real relationship should have ended after 2 months. Way back kitambo. That's when you start realize, so diagnose. But now the problem is, sasa mimi sielewi mapenzi yani kitu kingine weird, because I think we never learn. The same red flags utaziona kwa huyu msee, utapata msee mwingine utaona hizo na utaziona. Utakuja kuziona after relationship imesha. What guys, nini mbaya? Because clearly haieleweki. Nini mbaya guys? Tell me what is it? So, try to highlight is a red flag, so that, and mistakes that you made in that relation, lessons that you learned, na makosa yako pia wewe. It's not your fault that relationship ended, but at some point kuna zile vitu unajua pia nilifanya kwa relationships, like we are learning, every day we learn. We have never been in this life. Nobody has ever been in this life before, by the way. If you are in your 30, you have never been there. Yes, someone else has been there, but now you cannot see lazima utumie experience zao, because sometimes we generalize life. We make it like we generalize everything. At that, someone broke up in his marriage na akatoka, akadivorce na akaendelea na life. At that, you're in marriage, and now you are thinking, what can I do to make this marriage better? And this someone is telling you, mambo ya marriage acha, because he or she is using his or her own experience, which is wrong. Life, it's not the same. Kila mtu ako na face yake. So don't use other people's experience because sometimes whatever works for them will not work for you. So I highly recommend, I think we should learn from our previous. Ukikuwa kwa relationship moja, learn whatever you did wrong and make sure you don't repeat it again. Learn red flags zenye uliona kwa wao wase, make sure ukiziona kwa another person you are able to detect and find a better way. Find a better way to deal with it. Kama ni relationship kuisha kitambo, ishe isikuharibie time, ukuje kutake long kuheal. I'll tell you a story in the next episode though, if you're gonna talk about the same. So guys, I wanna hear your views, how you feel about this topic, like how you feel about heartbreak. Kwanza heartbreak, me, I think mimi kwanza mimi na feel we should just talk about heartbreak and talk because this is doing away with our youths. Heartbreak. So guys, I think I gonna see you. I think I gonna see you in the next video. Meanwhile, watch, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload another burger. And tell me whether you are enjoying. But you need to tell me whether I'm doing anything sensible over here, ama I'm wasting your time, ama I'm doing nothing, ama I'm wasting my time. But I know I love, so I come here to try and talk to other people, to other lovers. So your fellow lover here wishes you a good time. Till next time, till we meet, see you.